Que es la que mi gente, Granpachilo here today bringing you a matchup from our recent locals over at Gamer's Cave last Sunday. We've got myself on the left playing Numemon, and we've got my teammate Jeltsin from KSE. Shout out to Night Slayer Esports, that's the team I'm part of. And he's going to be playing Loogamon on the right. So we're gonna start off. I will give a quick shuffle to my DGX. I do run 5, and then we'll roll off. I can't quite make out the dice rolls since I was using clear dice. Next time I'll be sure to use dice that numbers are more visible. But it seems, let's give our players a moment to set up. I think I'm going first, but let's double check. Let's give a moment. I'll decide not to take a mulligan, and my opponent chooses to also not do a mulligan. Then, okay, so he won the dice roll. No, actually, I won the dice roll. I don't really mind him looking at his DGX since they're all the same. So I'll go ahead and Digivolve into Agumon from the new starter deck from Greymon, and I'll play out a Numemon to the field, RB1 Numemon. My opponent goes ahead and hatches, puts a Loogamon in Raising, and then throws down a Dracmon to kind of search for mainly a dark animal. You don't run undead. But it seems he grabbed, I think it was Loogamon or Loogamon. So Loogamon, and then trashes the Black Gatomon from RB1 and passes the turn using a Wisdom Training, reveals Loogamon and Death X, grabs the Death X, good card for this matchup. And then I'll start at 2. Agumon sets me to 3 when I raise him up because of his start of main effect. I Digivolve into Monsimon for 3 and then draw since I Digivolve from the Numemon from EX4. I delete the Dracmon with the -3000, and then I Digivolve into Platinum and trash a Numemon to kind of memory choke him and set up a blocker that floats a body from hand. Platinum Numemon on deletion plays out Numemon or Monsimon in name from hand. And then my opponent just Digivolves into Loogamon and Raising. Go ahead and hatch. I'm at 1 memory. I Digivolve into another Agumon on the back. I decide to swing 2 checks with the Monsimon inheritable. 9k 2 checks. It'll die to Loogamon since it's also 9k. But I do get to play out a level 4, level 5 Monsimon. I decide to play out Gummy. I discard and draw 2 cards. Then I Digivolve into Numemon's Antibody, draw for the Digivolution and the DigiX from EX4. And I'm just looking at my hand, considering my options. This matchup, I have played it in the past. All the times I've gone against Fenriluga, I just kind of wiped the floor with the deck. Numemon has a lot of tools to kind of fight back against Fenrilugamon. I decide to go ahead and use Protoform to Digivolve into Monsimon X Antibody to just play out a Numemon, use its effect to put Satsuki in sources, and then end of turn put her on the battlefield. And then just pass a turn with a body that, if deleted, floats, and 2 more small bodies. My opponent currently has Loogamon. He has the AG on field, so he can slot it in with Mind Link and do his shenanigans. So let's see. We do know that he took Loogamon to the hand with the, I believe it was the Dracmon effect. So we do know that it's in hand. He's just giving a think, giving a quick think, seeing his options. At the moment, I was running one copy of a Loogamon. Maybe he was thinking about playing around it. But I do not have it in hand. He just decides to swing with Loogamon, and then discards, draws one, then gains one memory. Sorry. He's deciding whether to trigger his effects, and then it's just one check. I'll swing as a Chikrimon. It survives. Then I think he does pass turn here. He has Death Exmon in hand, which he can reliably play to the field for, I think it would be a cost of 8, which would put me to 5. Then 6 and 7 with Agumon and Satsuki. I do believe that's what he's trying to avoid here, but I think he decides to still play the Death Exmon. And then before deletion, a Protoform X antibody triggers before it is deleted. And then, so I have to take the Garamon out of sources. And since there is no Numemon now after the effect of Protoform under Numemon X antibody, I can't activate its effect because it lost the undeletion. I believe that is the ruling on it. And then that is the turn. Death X and Loogamon on play. I'll go up to 6 and then 7, as I mentioned, due to the Agumon startup main effect and Satsuki effect. I'll use Garamon for 3 and then trash to draw 2 cards. I think I'm just kind of looking for an out here. I'll Digivolve for 0, draw. I can take care of the Loogamon reliably, but the Death Exmon does take some more effort to remove from the field, since it is a higher DP threshold. It's 15 DP, 15k. I go into Warumonzaimon. I believe I don't activate the effect to de-Digivolve. I keep my pieces in hand. Let's see. Yep, I Digivolve then into Platinum, draw, and then I believe I discard the Garamon, yep, to draw gain 2 memory and keep it on my turn. I use Satsuki using Mind Link since Platinum Numemon has Numemon in name. Then I'll swing 2 checks into security. Dies on the first to Fendra Loogamon, I believe it's 12k or 13k. It doesn't die, it has jamming, my bad. I totally missed the Satsuki, although I already mentioned it. So it's 2 checks jamming, it survives comfortably. And then let's see what I do here. I'm left at 0. I could play out something to keep the Agumon gets deleted, and then I believe I just play out the Louis. I don't have any other good plays for the moment, and then just have the Agumon deleted with the Fexmon's effect. Currently, my teammate Justin has like the whole setup in hand. He has Solugar, I saw Fendry also. He has this X1, he has a trading and a memory boost. He has the entire combo for the Fendry Loogamon combo in hand. He Digivolves into the Solugarmon we were talking about. He brings back Black Adamon from trash and then swings using the effect to then trash, use the Baumon to Digivolve into Fendry Loogamon, and then the Fendry Loogamon effect to then play out a level 4 or lower Dark Animal to the field. He only had Black Adamon. So he'll tap. I remind him about the unplay of Black Gatomon Uber. It is just bottom deck something from the trash, but I do have the needed setup in trash. It doesn't matter too much what he bottom decks. I would have chosen platinum, but I already had another platinum in trash, and he does alliance 2 checks. It is 4K plus the 12 of Fenry, so it does go above Shangri-Mon Ruins mode's 15K. I remind him to pay the memory for the Fenrir Loogamon, I believe, but he's still at 1, and the turn won't end until I'm at higher than 3 memory. So he's Gucci on that. He's just thinking about how to proceed. He's gonna pop the memory boost, swing with Fenrir Loogamon, tapping the Black Gatomon to give it alliance. Then I believe he swings into my stack, and then no, he uses the effect of Fenrir Loogamon to delete my stack and unsuspend, and now it's 2 checks for 2 checks alliance for 18K, I believe. I use the effect to play the undeletion of platinum to play out a Monzaimon from hand, and I slot in a Numemon X antibody to trigger the effects. I will gain 2 memory with the effect of Monzaimon, and I will also give minus 3000 and minus 1 check to the Death X-Mon. And then I believe I bring out another platinum with the effect of Numemon X antibody. Yep. I bring back the same platinum, and then I don't trigger its effect. I want to keep my pieces, then it's 2 checks. It's just a rookie and a level 4, Agumon Garamon. So nothing to worry about there. And then let's see what he does next. He's thinking he can't really go for game now since I gave minus 1 check to the Death X-Mon. I believe he was planning to just hit with Fenrir Loogamon again and then just Death X-Mon for game. But I gave minus check to it, so now it won't trigger. So I believe he's just setting up defensively now. Yep, he just plays out the Tyrannomon, the Sons of Chaos Tyrannomon, which has a search ability and also has blocker. And then he just puts me to 3. And then it's still his turn because of Fenrir Lugamon's effect, I believe. Okay, so it is my turn. The condition for Fenrir Lugamon is 3 memory or more. So it continues my turn. I just go Protoform into Monzaimon X antibody. And then I believe I just play out any body to just delete the Tyrannomon with blocker. That way he doesn't have a reliable way to stop my attacks. I will just swing out with the Platinum. And then not sure what we're waiting for, if he's gonna ace or something. Nope. Just a Loogamon for 8, and then I have 2 attacks, which should be game. I swing, he blocks with Fenrir Loogamon, since AG gives him blocker. I use the effect of Protoform to add back the Monzaimon, and then I use the effect of Numemon X antibody to then bring out, I believe, another Platinum? Either a Platinum or a Garamon. Let's see. Numemon X antibody. Then he doesn't have any more blockers. So let's see. Louis for game. Super disgusting play. I just get Uko out of raising with Louis. for 3 memory and then gain back 2 memory with Louis and Uko's effect. And also another extra memory for the Louis that was already on board. And then I just swing for game. That is one of the threats the Numemon deck has. You can't really sleep on your opponent having a rookie in back because of Louis Owada. His effect basically just says on play, you may move one of your Digimon from the raising area that's level 3 or higher to the battle area. And he has a your turn effect of whenever a Digi is moved from the breeding area to battle area, suspend and gain 1 memory. So in combination with Loogamon, it can get really disgusting. And also, this deck runs multiple copies of Louis, so we can most of the time do this reliably, either for game or just for setting up more plays, which is kind of disgusting. But now we're on to game 2. I believe, I think I'm starting this time. Let's double check. Maybe he is starting to kind of... whenever you play against Numemon, if your deck can afford it, you should most of the time go first. That way you can sort of deny the Numemon player some setup. More so if you don't put him to 3 memory. Most of the time you'll just see a rookie and then a Garamon to the field, and then you'll get put to 3, and then next turn you just get Numemon Examine Body, draw 2 cards, and then it goes off from there. But if you go first, you can kind of stop the aggro a bit, get ahead of it. You are in a battle of speed, basically. You need to either match the pace of Numemon or reliably slow it down to where you can kind of grind out of the onslaught. But he does allow me to go first. I will Digivolve and Loogamon, and I believe I'll do the same thing I was talking about, which is just playing out Garamon to the field, putting the opponent to 3. I think I'm debating whether to play Garamon. Yeah, I play Garamon and discard the Numemon to draw 2. I believe I did have Satsuki in hand, so I could have just played the BT15 Numemon with Rush to play out the Satsuki, but I preferred to use the draw power with Garamon to set up further. He plays out a Dracmon, and I believe he chooses a Loogamon and then trashes a Loogamon. Digivolve into BT14 Loogamon, and we see he has ADP, Delicate Plan in hand, which is a good tech now that the deck has red in some of its pieces. That way you can combat some of the harder matchups like Sect Control or Vaccine. But now I raise up Loogamon, gain 1 memory, and Ray and Hatch, and I Digivolve into another Loogamon and raising. So I draw. Then I'm just considering here what to do. I Digivolve into Monzaimon for 3. I draw. And then I draw for the Digi-Egg since another one of my Digimon Digivolved. And then I gave the Loogamon -3 and -1 security check. That is both the on-play and Digivolving effect of Monzaimon from RB1. That card is goated. The effect is really disgusting, and it's no wonder the card is at the price it is. It's a 4 of wonder piece in the deck, and the printing of it is a bit short since it was kind of diluted due to the reprints in RB1. So luckily I got my copies when it was really cheap, back when RB1 released, and then it just climbed up massively. So my opponent here just thinking about what he's going to do. He's just gonna swing with Loogamon, trash the Black Garamon to draw. Then it's just a simple 1 check. it does. Oh, my bad. I did forget about the security minus, so the check didn't happen. I mistakenly went with doing the check, and then I revealed that it was a platinum Numemon. But we don't mind too much. We are teammates, and it's not something that will affect the overall outcome too much. So I just here I just Digivolve into Agumon, draw, and then I Digivolve into Monzaimon X Antibody to play out a Garemon, and then use the Garemon effect to draw 2, and effectively with the alternate effect of Monzaimon X Antibody, I give the Loogamon minus 8,000. Both the combination of Monzaimon from RB1 and the Monzaimon X Antibody is quite strong. Also, you see here that I promoted with another Louis the Agumon, and then triggered both Ukomon. No, I triggered one Ukomon, and then I triggered both Louis. I'm not sure, but I did gain some memory there. And then here I do draw for the Numemon X Antibody and the Ukomons, I believe. I believe I forgot the Ukomon triggers, and then I resolved them when I Digivolve into Numemon X Antibody. I play out a Satsuki from hand for 3 and put me to 0 to just go 2 checks with jamming into the Finner Loogamon security. Then I swing out with Agumon, another check with 1,000. And I think I'm just gonna crash my entire field into his security. Or let's see. Okay, I'll do a Venusmon, put him to 4. But Venusmon, and I'll remove Satsuki end of turn. I'll terminate the Mind Link. But Venusmon in this deck is so strong. Since it's a mainly yellow level 5s, you do get to play her out reliably. Basically, all the when attacking and when digivolving effects on your opponent's Digimon that have a security tag don't activate. What I mean by security tag is if they have security minus or security plus, and Venusmon by herself gives the entire field of your opponent's side a blanket effect of -1 security. So anything coming in to the opponent's side, doesn't matter if it wasn't there at the time of Venusmon's Digivolution. Anything that comes into play or is in play from my opponent's side will have -1 security check and will not trigger when digivolving and when attacking effects. He decides, since he can't really do anything due to Venus, he'll digivolve into Loogamon and back, and then play out a Dracmon to kind of search and put me to 1. It doesn't really matter, since I have 2 Louis and 2 Ukomons. It'll give me 4 memory in total, and then Satsuki also gives me an extra memory, so I go up to 6, which is truly disgusting. I decide to swing out with Venusmon, trigger an Analog Youth. He reveals 3 cards. He'll pick the Loogamon, I believe, but I don't think it'll matter too much. I just have too much aggression on the board currently. Numemon X Antibody crashes into Salurimon. I get to play out something. I just play out whatever, and then swing for a game with Uko, and that will be all. There was a good showcase match. Numemon really has the upper hand in this matchup. Be on the lookout. I will be uploading a matchup for the Numemon deck list, so make sure to like, subscribe, turn the notifications on, and let me know in the comments what other content you'd like to see. And that being said, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.